Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A-floor.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, Parker.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check out, man, 80. Check 4, check 9, check 43.
On 2nd down. It's Bell, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Stop your whining. Back. Check, lady. Crunch. Watch the shit.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
A big play there out of Cook. 49 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Man, that's trap.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 19. Hey, let's get this. Alert 3.
On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check, lucky. Check 26, check 26.
Bell. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Strong right.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 7, Jets 3.
Check right. Watching it by. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Found his target. It's Anderson. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Darnold from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
It's 3rd and 10.
Oh, yeah!
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go! Quit talking about it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's got daylight, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
16 yards.
Hey, team six.
Darnold on first down. Caught here by Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 14-10 bowl game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
56.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Allen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Darnold now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. This is Bell. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Check, watch the before. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that
from the 24. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check. Hey! Regular. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, Charlie! Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
They run. Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Cook running right. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Kimdichie. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Like 22. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Darnold. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Darnold looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And Diggs has it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it